Greetings, my friends. Welcome back. Mike Allen from Chicagoland, broadcasting from Joliet, Illinois. Looking forward to this one. I'm at the Joliet Ironworks Historic Site, and what this place is an old ironworks building that sat vacant for almost 100 years until 1991, when the city of Joliet went in there and started cleaning things up and excavating the site. And by 1997, it was turned into a park along with a 0.59 mile interpretive trail. So we're going to go head out on that trail, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it on the way. Let's get started. Now, where I'm at right now is essentially the trailhead for the Illinois and Michigan Canal Trail, which is a little over 7 miles. Takes its way all the way up to Romeoville. I'm not going to make that long of a trip, but we are going to check out the 0.59 mile interpretive trail that takes you through the ironworks site, and then it reconnects with the Illinois and Michigan Canal Trail. So let's head on over there. And right at the beginning of the trail, you have this placard here that talks about the City of Steel and how Joliet was once the epicenter of limestone quarries and ironworks. And we're gonna go check out the remnants of what used to be. Now, all over Joliet is just filled with the ruins of its industrial heyday. Probably about 15, 20 feet high. Here they got this warning sign about loose bricks and concrete and to stay on the designated path. More information about the plant that was here, about how it drew workers from all over the place. I first learned about this place while I was just researching, places to visit around the Chicago area that would be good for, I thought, for my channel. And I thought, what a novel idea, what a novel concept that this is to take an old industrial building and turn it into a park. I know there's other places that have done it before, but this is the first one I was aware of in the Chicago area, so I was very happy to find out about this place. Some pictures of the blast furnace and the hot blast stoves that stood on this site. This was some dangerous work these men did. And much of this trail is surrounded by old industrial buildings that don't look like they're in operation anymore. Big part of the history of this town. And it looks like people have been down there to tag the ruins with graffiti. Some information about the language barrier, as many of the workers were immigrants and they didn't speak English. And if you didn't speak English, you were twice as likely to be injured or killed on the job, which led to more safety standards. By 1907, 27 years after the plant opened. Just amazed at all the trees and vegetation that have taken over much of what used to stand here. And along the path here, they have some historical facts and figures. 1874, the Joliet Opera House opens its doors. 1876, telephone is invented, followed by the phonograph in 1877. And another interesting fact, first skyscraper built in Chicago in 1885. The path also notes that Teddy Roosevelt visited Joliet in 1900. We're also not too far from the old Joliet prison, which is open for tours, and one day I'm going to go check that place out. But that's where the opening scene to the Blues Brothers was filmed, where Joliet Jake was being let out of prison for the first time in 3 years. So that's how the movie started, and it was filmed right in front of the old Joliet prison. Information about the neighborhoods and how many of the settlers were placed in their country of origin and job level at the ironworks. And that's how many of the neighborhoods sprouted up in and around Joliet. And if people didn't see the sign at the front of the path, there's another one right here warning people yet again to stay off the site. As much as I would love to go in and explore this place even more, I'm gonna follow the rules. It talks about what the iron workers were paid: 50 cents to $1.75 per day, often working 6 days a week, 10-hour days. Graffiti tags. COVID sucks. I would agree with that. Some information about how technology helped increase output. It's so cool being up on top here. Gives you a better vantage point of the ruins. An aerial view of the site and an artist rendering of what it looked like back during its heyday. So I mentioned the old Joliet prison where the Blues Brothers was filmed earlier in the video, and I don't know if you can see through the trees, but that's the building right there, that limestone off in the background on the other side of the trees. These look like old support beams made of limestone. You can actually walk right up to them and touch them. You can see the vegetation growing on top of them. So I appreciate you joining me today as I visited the ruins of the old Joliet Ironworks site. And very, very fun, interactive way to spend a Sunday. Learned a lot about the history of this site and also about the history of Joliet as well. So I definitely recommend coming and checking this place out if you have a free weekend. So anyway, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Also, there's other ways you can help me grow the channel. I'll put links down in the description below. Anyways, this is Mike Allen from Chicagoland signing off from Joliet, Illinois. I'll be back next Friday with another video, but until that time, don't you go changing. And for the drive home, I am getting my kicks on old Route 66.